So I think a website, excuse me, is probably the best place to start and keep it simple. I think some websites get very complicated. Some websites can be very much about the owner of the business as opposed to putting yourself in the customer's shoes and trying to work out what the customer is trying to look for and want.
The really important thing, there's only a certain amount of real estate on your website. So thinking through that really clearly and aligning it with the purpose of why you're delivering that. That needs to be clear on your website. Then telling people what you do, and then there needs to be a small section on how you do it and how you may differentiate.
Just recently, my Facebook and Instagram sites were hacked by a cyber hacker. Woke up one morning and I was shut out of my accounts, which was quite traumatic, losing all of those followers and mainly business as well. As I said, that was my go-to way of reaching people. The positive that has come from that is now I have a website which is secured. Hackers can't take that, and that is all of my own content.
They're driven to your website, and that has to form the foundation, but they're driven largely through social media platforms because that's where people are engaging.
At least I've got that security now of having that website, which I've also linked my new Facebook and Instagram to my website, so people can still have a look at the social media if they wanted to.
I think if you've got a strong background in some sort of particular social media like Facebook or Insta, then sure, I can see why you would want to go down that sort of path. But for me, all of that traffic comes back to a website really. And on that website, we can track where that traffic is going, where that traffic's come from.
People in the community can Google Pilates, and I'm #1 up there on that search bar.
Obviously use a website designer. Look, at times it can get costly, but if you're really clear with that website designer around what you want and how much money you've got, I think generally they come up with a pretty good design for you that can be a nice starting point.
You can basically create your own website for little to nothing, and it's just got so much better security than social media.
It really reflects on what you do as a business day to day. I don't think if you're running a poor business and you try and have a great online presence, that's going to work. So I'd be working on my business first and trying to back that up with an online presence.
As healthcare clinicians, we perceive that our job is just to deliver care. But if people don't know about it, they're not going to get access to that care. So the communication through your website and social media is just an imperative part of delivery of healthcare.